Welcome back to Studio F. We're on Fast Times Willy B. We were reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Hit it, Russ!
Welcome back to Fast Times Willy B. I'm Willy B. I've got Loushaunce.
Loushaunce. That's L for Loushaunce.
Yes.
Yeah, in case you didn't know.
How we doing?
First video game movie.
Yes.
Right?
It's about time.
Right? It's about time.
It's like...
The beast is unleashed.
Yeah.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
Yeah.
We need to make that sticker.
I think they already do.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But nonetheless, we're here for the 2020 Sonic the Hedgehog as we get ready for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming to theaters this week. Both of us pretty excited for it. I'd say.
Yeah. They're doing a killer job.
Yeah.
Between this and Super Mario Brothers, the movie, I mean, they're really redeeming video game movies because there's more than a handful that are absolutely garbage. You know which ones I'm talking about.
One we got a few months ago.
Yeah.
Which, again, you know what you're talking
Boo!
about. But nonetheless, we're here to talk about one of the good ones. And yeah, we've got Jeff Fowler in the director's chair, which we found out yesterday.
That's all he's done.
Yeah, he's only done the Sonic movies. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like it's his baby at this point. Take it and run with it. Love it. We've got Ben Schwartz playing...
Shout out to Ben Schwartz.
Sonic, who...
I love that, man.
What a casting.
Oh.
We've got James Marsden as the Donut Lord.
Yep.
We've got Tika Sumpter as the Pretzel Lady.
Well, and he's the Donut Lord because he talks to donuts.
Yeah.
And then eats them when they get out of line.
Yeah, which...
Makes sense.
It's quite the job.
Yeah.
And then Jim Carrey. Got to give a shout out to Jim Carrey.
Great Robotnik.
As Robotnik, yeah. So we'll start with the good. And yeah, I mean, the casting is easily the first thing to say with the good. I think Ben Schwartz is, I would go and say, the perfect voice for Sonic.
He's living his best life.
Yeah.
He's living his best life being the voice for Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for that guy.
Yeah, and then Jim Carrey, I mean, I couldn't imagine anybody else in the role as Robotnik after seeing him in these first two movies, especially this first one.
Right, yeah. And like I was saying as we were watching it, Jim Carrey really enjoys this role because it allows him to kind of age with the role. Mm-hmm. And you really see that.
Yeah.
It's not over the top, 94 Ace Ventura, but... Yeah. It's still Jim Carrey at his finest.
Oh, for sure.
Truly.
I think the comedy is really good in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
We were giggling like a couple of little girls rewatching these movies.
They're good, man.
There's
They're
a lot
movies.
There's pop culture references that are really funny. There's
a lot of Ghostbuster references.
Yeah.
Like an odd amount of Ghostbuster references.
Yeah. But it's really funny, especially Jim Carrey. I mean, in this first movie, he's cleaned up in this first movie, but he still has just these moments where you can't help but just giggle.
I'm excited for the third one.
Yeah.
I'm really excited just to see how much further he's going to take the role. And, in the first one, like you said, he's kind of clean, and then after... Well, we'll get to it, but come the second one, he's a little more zanier, a little kookier, a little more power drunk. Yeah. Another part of the good, I just want to throw out there, the special effects.
Yes.
Those explosions are solid.
Yeah. And it's not just the explosions, too. I mean, we get a lot of, obviously, sequences that we see a lot in movies that can be good or bad is when we see speed.
Yeah.
And I think the speed of Sonic is captured really well with the blue lightning and the flash going behind him. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there is a lot that's going on in this film, and you never at one point feel like anything looks fake. Mm-hmm. I think they did a good job, and that's just a kudos to the special effects team, because obviously in a world where special effects is playing a big role in cinema, there's a lot of movies where you're like, that didn't look great, but I couldn't find anything in this first movie.
No. No.
I'm glad they changed the look of Sonic. I'll put the look of Sonic in the good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What they originally going to go with
is a monster.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought that was the good idea, but it surely was not.
So a shout out to Paramount, too, because I don't think production companies regularly get bullied into making a change. And I'm glad that they saw the internet's reaction and made a change rather than just rolling with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, what option did they have?
I mean, that's true.
I mean, the original look of Sonic is... Who passed that idea? Who was like, I'm into that.
Yeah.
That's Sonic.
Yeah.
Weird.
But I like the look of Sonic. I think the costume for all of the big ones is obviously Sonic and Robotnik. I mean, James Marsden's a cop. He's going to dress like a cop. But
yeah,
for the most part, like I liked the way, I love the finger gloves and it was all fun. It was all fun. And this movie is just, it's fun, but at the same time, it's got good action.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a good story.
Great action. Yeah. Great story.
Easter eggs. A lot of fun Easter eggs that you were catching.
I was catching it this watch. They're in Emerald Hills, which the Emerald Hill Zone is the first level in Sonic. And, just a few others. I don't want to shout them all out. But a lot of fun Easter eggs. Yeah, which I love as the world's number one gamer. I love Easter eggs.
Well, that's just I think that's what did so well for the Mario movie too, was there was a boatload of nods to the games.
Which is also nice because it's almost a nod to the kind of video game culture itself. Because there's, video games constantly have Easter eggs. Yeah. And it's nice the way they did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of complaints with me for this first one. I actually, when the first movie came out, I didn't go and see it because there was just that what's the word I'm looking for?
Massive disease going around the entire world.
Well, there was that. I believed it was released to streaming, though. I didn't see it because there was that preconceived notion that a video game movie is never going to be good.
Sure.
And so I kind of waited on them, and then, it was actually, I think, Mo. Mo was like, dude, the Sonic movie's pretty good.
I actually just first watched both of them maybe last year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And so he had told me that, and they had announced Sonic 2, and I was like, okay, I'll get to it. And then when Sonic 2 was coming out, I was like, what's a better time than now? And so that's when I watched them, and it was... They're making a good name for video game movies.
Definitely.
So
definitely
glad that we could get that. And yeah, I mean, the story itself, I like the way they connect, the Mushroom Planet and Earth and the rings or the portals. And I love the relationship. This is getting cheesy with it, I guess, but the relationship we get between
it's super cute.
The Donut Lord and Sonic, just that.
Oh, it's super cute. And I mean, especially, I don't know, spoiler, I guess, but especially at the end when he says he's my friend and then Sonic jolts awake and is overpowered. And it's such a cool moment in the movie. And it's a great relationship between a man and a fake hedgehog. Yeah.
The bar scene. The bar scene is one of my favorites.
Bar scene's fun.
That's where we get we were talking about it when we were watching it, kind of like that Quicksilver scene where he's running around. Great song.
The soundtrack is great too. Yeah. The soundtrack is great in this movie as well.
But that one's like my boots go boom, boom, boom. And he's running around like, oh, this is perfect.
Hit after hit.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a movie.
No, that bar scene was great. And then the scene where he first meets the dog. Is the dog's name Ozzy or Ollie? Ozzy. And he's like, so you're the best friend he's talking about. I don't see the appeal. And it cuts to Ozzy and he's just like, it's just something simple like that makes you chuckle. And there's a lot of fun, cute humor in it too. When
the girl gives him the new shoes.
Yep. It's at the end of the day, it is made for families to watch and enjoy as well, and I think they do a good job with that as well.
Oh, they did a great job. Shout outs all around.
Yeah. What else we got in the good?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Really, that's what it comes down to. I mean, I got some bad.
Yeah.
I got some bad.
Got any mad?
Not really. Not that I can think of.
I would say we can hop to the mech quickly because I just have one thing. There are moments like the flossing.
That's in my bad. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't understand the flossing all the time.
Yeah, we'll call this the mess/bad because I was gonna say all around there are moments where it can be cringy, I guess. The flossing is probably more of the bad moments. Yeah. But most of the moments don't kill it for me.
No.
Most of the moments where I'm I didn't find that funny personally, but it's nothing that...
it is what it is, really. Yeah. I mean...
But I would agree the flossing was just I never understood why that was so interjected into it. That's for the kids, I guess.
I assume it's for the Fortnite kids, because, I mean, you're talking about, a game that came out in 91? I think the first one, and then the second was 92?
Yeah.
93?
Something like that, yeah.
Don't quote me on these years.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. I mean, so, you know, they got to do something to, I don't know, relate, I guess.
Yeah, make it modern. But
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely something I was with you. I didn't really get behind. Yeah.
Yeah, not my thing.
But other than that, there wasn't really anything that, like, we both were a little bothered by the lack of cleanliness on the roof.
Yeah, they gotta repair that roof ASAP. I mean, that is just moss.
I guess when you're under when you're under the thoughts of your house is just going to get imploded every 2 years when a new movie comes out, there's no sense in putting money into the roof, right?
I mean, what's the point in repairing the shingles when there's a hole in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
2024 you got Sonic 3. They're saying 2026 is Sonic 4. Like, what's the point? 2 years, the living room's going to be an open porch concept.
We need to pour some concrete. Yeah. We need to pour some concrete for sure.
So I guess that's, your argument to why would we fix the roof? We have bigger problems.
Yep.
We have bullet holes in our dining room wall.
Yep. Very lethal, Robotnik.
Yeah.
Very lethal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord.
That is something that I thought was crazy with this being like a family movie. It's not like he's like just trying to like capture them.
Oh no.
He's going for blood.
He's going for blood.
Yeah.
Those are bullets.
Yeah.
Those are bullets coming out of those robots.
Yeah. Thankfully we've had no deaths yet. But there's not saying that there won't be one, so.
Woof.
Yeah. Got dark there for a second.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little dark.
Yeah.
But on a brighter note, all in all, great movie.
Yeah.
Definitely a great first movie to, well, there's at least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see what they'll do with the 4th one. But then again, I'm also just excited to go see the 3rd one.
Yeah. Yeah. Swap to our final thoughts and ratings then. I mean, you kind of mentioned, like, all in all. So you kind of mentioned your final thoughts, but what do you score this one?
I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Because if we're going off of your kind of school of thought, I couldn't watch it all the time.
Yeah.
But I can definitely watch it more often than not.
And have a great time with it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially this past watching, seeing all the Easter eggs I missed the first time. So who knows? Maybe I'll give it another shot here after the 3rd one and see if I catch anything else.
There you go. I'm actually, I give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. So
boom.
Look at that. It's a consensus 8 here on Fast Times at Willy B for the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's synergy.
That is synergy.
That's 2 infinite symbols.
Yeah.
I don't know what point I'm making here, but
if you feel like we have synergy, like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. If Ben Schwartz is the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, like, comment, and subscribe.
That as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you said, I mean, it's definitely a great start to what is at the moment a trilogy, but going to become more. Which, I mean, if this 3rd one's good, and you can make a 4th one just as good, why not?
You might as well introduce the Fast and the Furious at some point.
Well, I'm not saying all that, but but no, like, there are characters that even this 3rd one coming out, we know we haven't been introduced to. So there is routes to go, which is if you're gonna stick to it. It seems like Jeff Fowler loves the character, and he's not just
and he's not butchering it.
No, I mean these are the only movies he's done, and I think he's doing a great job, so let him roll,
Definitely.
Let the good times roll, but
let the good times roll.
Sonic the Hedgehog, definitely worth the watch. And as we get ready for Sonic 3, that'll do it for Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you for coming on.
Boom.
Thank you all for watching. Stick around. Next video will be Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Dose.
Where we see some of those characters get introduced that we love.
Oh, yeah.
But if you like what you're watching here, check out some of these other videos. Hit the subscribe button or follow the social links down below. Loushaunce, his stuff will be down below, and it's coming very, very soon. So
January 1st, baby. January 1st.
It's going to be great content coming if you love video games. He's the guy to watch.
General tomfoolery.
Always. Got to have tomfoolery.
Always.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll talk to you all soon. Peace.